She left a note saying, "Don't look for me. I found her at her ex's apartment laughing. So I changed the locks, filed for divorce, and left her crying in the hallway." I had woken up that morning expecting nothing out of the ordinary. The sun was peeking through the blinds just like every other day, and for a moment, life felt routine. Zoe, my wife of 4 years, had been acting a bit off lately. Not cold, but distant, like her mind was somewhere else even when her body was sitting right next to me. I chalked it up to work stress or family drama or just one of those phases every marriage goes through. But when I walked into the kitchen and spotted that small folded note on the countertop, something in me froze. Her handwriting was clear as day. "Baby, I have an emergency. Please don't look for me. I'll explain later. I love you." I read it again and again, each word sinking in deeper like a cold dagger to the gut. What kind of emergency demands you vanish without a call? Without a message? My hands were already reaching for my phone before my mind caught up. I dialed her. No answer. Straight to voicemail. I tried again and again. Still nothing. At first, panic took over. Maybe she got into an accident. Maybe someone got hurt. 100 scenarios flashed through my mind as I started calling everyone who might know something. Her best friend Jess was just as shocked. "She didn't say anything last night. I swear," she told me, sounding genuinely confused. I called her sister. Nothing. I even called her job. "Zoe didn't show up today," one of her coworkers said. And that's when the panic started morphing into something else. A heavier feeling. A gut-wrenching suspicion that I wasn't ready to admit yet. I sat on the couch, staring at my phone, replaying her words, her distance over the past few weeks. And then the thought hit me, Ryan. Her ex. The one she dated for nearly 5 years before me. The one she claimed was just a chapter long closed. I had his number saved from some legal paperwork they'd had to finalize years ago, though I'd never used it. My finger hovered over the call button. I told myself I was being paranoid, that it was crazy, that I'd only end up embarrassing myself. But something deep inside whispered, "Just check." So I did. The phone rang twice before he picked up. His voice was cold, guarded. "Hello." I swallowed hard. "Hey, Ryan. Sorry to bother you. Do you know where Zoe is? She left a note this morning. Said she had an emergency. Can't reach her. I've called everyone." There was silence on the line. A heavy, tense, telling silence. Then he hung up. Just like that. No word. No answer. Just a dead line. My blood ran cold. I tried again, voicemail. That was the last bit of confirmation I needed. I was already in my car before my mind could argue. The drive to his apartment felt endless and yet flew by in a blur. I don't even remember the stop signs or the lights. All I remember is my hands shaking around the steering wheel and my heart punching my chest from the inside. And when I pulled up outside his building, there it was, her car, parked right there like she belonged, like she hadn't just vanished from her life and left me to spiral in her absence. I took the stairs 3 at a time. I knew his apartment number. When I reached the 3rd floor, I noticed the door was cracked open. Voices inside, laughter. Hers. His. I stood there for a full 5 seconds, just listening. It felt like my soul had left my body as I slowly pushed open that door. There she was, Zoe, sitting on his couch in one of his t-shirts, her hair tousled, no makeup, no panic, just comfortably settled in like she hadn't just left me scrambling and scared. Ryan was shirtless, beer in hand, like it was just another lazy weekend morning. The moment her eyes met mine, her smile died. All color drained from her face. "Jack, wait. I can explain." But I wasn't interested in stories. Not now. Ryan tried to speak too. "Man, this isn't what it looks like." I almost laughed at that. "Really? Because it looks exactly like what it looks like." Zoe fumbled for her phone. 20 missed calls from me. 20. And she'd been sitting here laughing with him while I imagined her hurt, lost, or worse. "You didn't plan this?" I snapped. "Was this just a random accident, Zoe? You wrote a note, turned off your phone, vanished from work. You were never in trouble. You just didn't want to be found." She tried stepping closer, but I raised a hand. Don't. My voice was so cold even I didn't recognize it. Don't touch me. Don't say you're sorry. Don't try to rewrite this. Ryan sat back down, saying nothing now. I looked around that apartment one last time. At the empty beer bottles, the shared blanket, the quiet music in the background, and then I walked away. She followed me to the hall. Jack, please, don't do this. It was a mistake. I was confused. It was just one night. I turned back slowly.
No, Zoe.
It wasn't one night. It was a choice. And that choice has consequences. I didn't wait for her response. I got in my car and drove away. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just drove and felt something hardening inside me. By the time I got home, I had already made up my mind. I canceled every joint credit card, locked down our shared bank account, changed every password we had. I called my lawyer. The same day, I filed for divorce. The text started that night. First, apologies, then begging, then anger. You can't just shut me out. She wrote, this isn't fair. Fair? Was it fair when I was searching hospitals while she was playing house with her ex? I packed my things the next morning. The lease was in my name. I gave notice, left her stuff in garbage bags by the door, and sent her a text. Pick up your things before 5 p.m., or they're going in the trash. When she arrived, she was crying. Jack, please, don't throw us away. I didn't even open the door. I spoke through it. You already did that, Zoe. I'm just cleaning up the mess. She showed up at my job days later, made a scene in the parking lot. My coworkers watched as she sobbed. Please, let's just talk. I kept my voice calm. There's nothing left to say. You walked away first. I'm just finishing it. Weeks passed. She texted every day, called, emailed, showed up at my friend's house hoping I'd be there. She even sent me a long letter begging for forgiveness, saying Ryan had ghosted her after that night. I was stupid. I lost the best thing that ever happened to me. But that letter was too little, too late. And Ryan, he went back to his life. Told his friend Zoe was just bored. That he didn't mean for her to blow up her marriage. So in the end, she lost us both. One by choice, one by accident. The divorce was finalized in under 2 months. I've since moved on, got a new place, rebuilt my peace. People ask if I regret not trying to fix things. Not for a second. Because here's what I learned. When someone shows you who they really are, you don't beg for explanations. You don't chase lies. You don't bargain with betrayal. You lock the door, sign the papers, and walk away with your dignity intact. So tell me, what would you have done? Would you have given her another chance? Or watched her cry in the hallway like I did? Thanks for reading till the end. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more stories that hit hard and leave a mark.